Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. Happy 4th of July as well. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. So be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my betting links in the description below to get in on the action. Go ahead, turn on those notification bells. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today. Starting with the Cincinnati Reds versus the Washington Nationals. Reds opening up as road favorites at -120. Washington +100 with the over-under at 9.5. Reds coming into this matchup 46-39. Washington 34-50. Pitching for the Reds is Brett Kennedy with an ERA of 0. Looks like he's making his first start of the season here. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 4.93. Corbin, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Yeah, looks like Kennedy hasn't pitched since 2018, so it's been a while for him here. Reds beating Washington 3-2 yesterday. They're 5-1 in their last 6 right now. 11-1 on the road. Yeah, Patrick Corbin really hasn't been that good on the mound. It's been a struggle for him all season here. Coming off a 0-run game, one of his better performances probably of the year. I still like the Reds on the road. I think as a unit, they can get the job done. And maybe Kennedy will have a nice game with his first start in many years. And I'll take a shot with the Reds on the road. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -120. Baltimore +100 with the over-under at 8.5. Baltimore coming into this matchup 49-34. The Yankees 47-38. Pitching for Baltimore is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 4.66. Pitching for the Yankees is Clark Schmidt with an ERA of 4.37. Gibson, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Schmidt, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Baltimore losing to the Yankees yesterday 6-3. Nice win for the Yankees here. Pretty even pitching matchup. Gibson's had some rough starts on the mound. He's given up 14 runs in his last 3 starts here for the Orioles, and I like the Yankees here, and I'm gonna take New York at home. Next matchup, we got the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Miami Marlins. Marlins opening up as home favorites at -170. St. Louis +140 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 35-49. The Marlins 49-37. Pitching for the Cardinals is Adam Wainwright with an ERA of 7.45. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 3.53. Wainwright, his last start, he pitched 1 inning, gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. Luzardo, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Coming off 2 back-to-back 0-run games. Wainwright, he's given up like 15-16 runs in his last 3 starts here. St. Louis losing to the Marlins yesterday 5-4 in a close one. You know, St. Louis has been good against the Marlins here, but yeah, Wainwright has not been good on the mound. Only pitched 1 inning last game and just got torched. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the Marlins at home. Next matchup, we got the Kansas City Royals versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -200. The Royals +170 with the over-under at 8.5. Royals coming into this matchup 25-60. The Twins 43-43. Pitching for the Royals is Zach Greinke with an ERA of 5.15. Pitching for the Twins is Kenta Maeda with an ERA of 6.23. Greinke, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Maeda, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Royals losing to the Twins yesterday, 8-4. They're 1-7 against the Twins, 1-11 on the road against the Twins here, where they've really struggled. Greinke hasn't been that good on the mound for the Royals here, just 1-8, and yeah, I'm gonna take the Twins at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Cubs versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -125. The Cubs +105 with the over-under at 9. Cubs coming into this matchup 38-45. The Brewers 46-39. Pitching for the Cubs is Kyle Hendricks with an ERA of 3.02. Pitching for the Brewers is Wade Miley with an ERA of 3.02. Hendricks, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Miley, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Cubs on a 3-game losing streak, losing to the Brewers yesterday 6-8. They've really been struggling. They're 1-7 in their last 8 right now. Brewers on a 3-game winning streak, playing pretty well right now. Pretty even pitching matchup, and I don't know, I think Cubs are a good underdog today, and you know, they were winning yesterday and ended up blowing it, so I'll take a shot with the Cubs +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at -185. Colorado +155 with the over-under at 9.5. Colorado coming into this matchup 33-53. The Astros 47-38. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 4.88. Pitching for the Astros is Brandon Bilak with an ERA of 4.37. Freeland, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Bilak, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Colorado coming off back-to-back losses against Detroit. Houston coming off back-to-back Rangers wins. Colorado 0-7 on the road against Houston. 2-11 straight up against Houston here. Yeah, Freeland's given up like 15-16 runs in his last 3 starts here, and yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Astros at home. Next matchup, we got the New York Mets versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Mets opening up as road favorites at -115. Arizona -105 with the over-under at 9. Mets coming into this matchup 38-46. Arizona 50-35. Pitching for the Mets is Kadai Senga with an ERA of 3.53. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Davies with an ERA of 6.54. Senga, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Davies, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The Mets on a 2-game winning streak right now. Arizona coming off an LA loss. You know, Davies hasn't been that great on the mound. He's coming off a 0-run game, but before that, gave up a 6 and 8 run game here. Senga's been very solid on the mound for the Mets here, and I don't know. I still just don't trust the Mets here, and I'd much rather take a shot with the Diamondbacks +1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays opening up as home favorites at -140. The Phillies +120 with the over-under at 7.5. Phillies coming in this matchup 44-39. The Rays 57-30. Pitching for the Phillies is Aaron Nola with an ERA of 4.51. Pitching for the Rays is Zach Eflin with an ERA of 3.29. Nola, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Eflin, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. The Phillies, coming off a Washington loss yesterday, Tampa Bay, coming off back-to-back Seattle losses here. And, yeah, Phillies 0-5 on the road against Tampa, 0-7 straight up against the Rays. They've really struggled head-to-head against the Rays here. Pretty even pitching matchup. And yeah, I think I'm going to take a shot with the Rays at home. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the San Diego Padres. Padres opening up as home favorites at -125. LA +105 with the over-under at 7.5. Angels coming into this matchup 45-41. The Padres 38-46. Pitching for the Angels is Shohei Ohtani with an ERA of 3.12. Pitching for the Padres is Joe Musgrove with an ERA of 3.80. Ohtani, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Musgrove, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Angels, coming off a bad Padres loss yesterday. They're 1-5 in their last 6 right now. Padres aren't playing that great either. I mean, they haven't really been able to build up multiple wins in a row in a while. LA is 6-2 on the road against the Padres here. And yeah, I like Ohtani on the mound. 7-3 on the mound so far, and I think they're a good underdog today. And I'll take the Angels +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Oakland Athletics versus the Detroit Tigers. Detroit opening up as home favorites at -170. Oakland +155 with the over-under at 8.5. Oakland coming into this matchup 23-63. Detroit 37-46. Pitching for Oakland is J.P. Sears with an ERA of 4.43. Pitching for the Tigers is Tariq Skubal with an ERA of 0. Sears, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Skubal, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. It looks like Skubal making his first start of the season for Detroit here. Coming off 3 back-to-back 0-run games last year. Oakland coming off a White Sox loss. Detroit coming off back-to-back Colorado wins. Oakland surprisingly 5-0 on the road against Detroit. 13-3 straight up against Detroit here. Sears hasn't been the best on the mound here, but Detroit, not really a team I want to pay up for. So I'll take a shot with Oakland +1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we've got the Atlanta Braves versus the Cleveland Guardians. Braves opening up as road favorites at -125. Cleveland +105 with the over-under at 8.5. Braves coming into this matchup 57-27. The Cardinals 41-43. Pitching for the Braves is Colby Allard with an ERA of 0. Pitching for the Guardians is Shane Bieber with an ERA of 3.48. Allard, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Bieber, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. The Braves on a 9-game winning streak right now. They are hot right now, beating Cleveland yesterday 4-2, 7-1 on the road, 5-2 on the road against Cleveland here. And yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Braves on the road. Next matchup, we got the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Chicago White Sox. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -125. The White Sox +105 with the over-under at 9. White Sox or Toronto coming into this matchup 45-40. The White Sox 37-49. Pitching for Toronto is Chris Bassett with an ERA of 4.06. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 3.53. Bassett, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 12 strikeouts. Giolito, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Toronto on a 3-game losing streak right now, coming off a bad Boston series. White Sox coming off an Oakland win. Toronto is 4-1 against the White Sox here. Bassett coming off one of his better starts of the season, giving up 0 runs here, and I don't know, not really in love with this matchup here. I do kind of favor Toronto on the road, and I like Bassett a little bit more on the mound, and I'm gonna take a shot with Toronto in this one. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -125. I'm sorry, at -220. Hit +180 with the over-under at 9. The Pirates coming into this matchup 39-44. The Dodgers 46-37. Pitching for the Pirates is Luis Ortiz with an ERA of 4.11. Pitching for the Dodgers is Emmett Shaheen with an ERA of 2.65. Ortiz, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 0 strikeouts. Shaheen, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Hit on a 3-game losing streak, losing to the Dodgers 5-2 yesterday. 3-13 on the road against LA here. Shaheen's been very good for the Dodgers this season, and I want to roll with the Dodgers at home. Next matchup, we got the Texas Rangers versus the Boston Red Sox. Currently looking for the line on this one. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any line on this Rangers game so far. But the only info I do have is that pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 2.69. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 10 strikeouts. They're on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a tough Houston series. Boston on a 3-game winning streak, coming off a nice Toronto sweep. Dunning's been very good on the mound, 7-1 for the Rangers. Been very good here. They've struggled against Boston. I feel like they're going to be favorites here, but I really like Dane Dunning on the mound. We'll see who ends up pitching for the Red Sox here, but I think I'm going to take a shot with the Rangers on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the San Francisco Giants. This is another game where there is no line currently. These are early games too. One's a 1:30, one's a 4:35. The only info I can give you is that pitching for the Mariners is Logan Gilbert with an ERA of 4.19. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. They're on a 3-game winning streak. Beat the Giants yesterday 6-5. We'll see what the odds end up being and who ends up pitching for the Giants, but if Seattle's the underdog again, I think I'm going to take Seattle plus 1.5 on the road. But if they're the favorite, I'll take Giants plus 1.5 at home here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys have a great 4th of July, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.